first iteration, the first instance, we try to understand things.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
Then we'll start making notes. Now, first get an idea of things, make yourself comfortable with the things, and then then you will also be in position to understand, okay, what is important, what is not important. In the first
Yes, ma'am.
reading, you won't be able to understand. In the first reading, to whatever you will read, you'll be feeling everything is important.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you don't have a great understanding of syllabus yet. And you're going to be consistent with Samachar Manthan. So you will
Yes,
see
ma'am.
there are subjects like IAS, science and tech environment, which are majorly current oriented.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
That portion will be covered from Samachar Manthan only, like the maximum
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
portion.
ma'am.
Right? So, and otherwise also, if you'll start making your own notes, so in mains, you'll see there are many topics which are repetitive in nature.
Okay, ma'am.
So that you will be able to, we don't need to make separate notes every time we read that topic.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Because, for example, India, US is in news right now. After 2
yes,
months
ma'am.
again, it will be in news. Then we don't
Yes,
need to
ma'am.
make separate notes. We'll just add the new dimension why it is in news.
I started my full-fledged preparation after I joined the Ultimate Assessment Program at CivilsDaily.
There is a 12-month strategy which I have done on CivilsDaily platform only.
I reached out to the CivilsDaily team.
CivilsDaily.
Current affairs में CivilsDaily.
CivilsDaily.
CivilsDaily with CivilsDaily.
CivilsDaily.
CivilsDaily IAS. CivilsDaily. To CivilsDaily.
CivilsDaily. CivilsDaily.
CivilsDaily.
CivilsDaily.
CivilsDaily.
A mentorship program of CivilsDaily, and that did help me a lot.
So Anjani, as I discussed on call also, as I told you that this is going to be an orientation call to help
Okay,
you
ma'am.
understand the journey better. As I was going through your form that you have written, and then there also you have mentioned that you want to be the first experience, like you want to know the mentor and you want to make yourself clear the mentor also. So this call is all about that, where I'll
Okay,
get to
ma'am.
know better what is the level of your preparation with respect to the
Okay, ma'am.
exam that we have. What is your
Okay.
understanding of the exam that you have,
Okay.
right? And then we'll discuss in brief about that, right? How much aware, how much well aware you are about the syllabus and the pattern of the exam. And then I'll discuss in brief about the course that you have joined, which is Foundation Course 2026, right? And
Okay,
then
ma'am.
we'll come to our mutual strategy, right?
Okay,
So
ma'am.
these three things are going to be the foremost, the important cornerstones that will be talking about, right? So
Okay, ma'am.
before I delve into the details of course, Anjani, I think it would be better if you can just help me understand your level or your understanding of exam right now, just in brief. So have you gone through the sources that you've mentioned? Of course, you mentioned, although you have written there that don't have a correct understanding or great
Yes, ma'am.
understanding of courses which are there, but still I want to know from your side that, okay, what is the level right now, in short, with respect to the
Ma'am,
UPSC preparation? है ना?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my understanding regarding exam is, ma'am, it will be in 3 phases. And in prelims, it's objective, and mains, it's a mains. In descriptive, we have to write answer writing. And at present, I am in a position in a stage of NCERT reading, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm reading geography NCERTs, ma'am, currently, but I
Alright.
didn't completed it completely.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I know some resources, ma'am. Like first you have to complete NCERTs, and next you
Have you
have to
gone through
come.
the syllabus, Anjani? Did you go through the syllabus? Did you see the syllabus also in detail?
Yes, ma'am. I have seen syllabus, ma'am, but I didn't remembered it, ma'am. Okay. Many toppers said you have to remember it. It will be in your fingertips.
It's okay.
It should.
I understand.
Um,
Yes.
but I have gone through that, ma'am, syllabus, but I didn't remember. Mm, I know resources like reading NCERTs first and later standard books, ma'am. First, you have to complete the syllabus, and then you need to practice all this, ma'am. I
Very
don't
right.
know. I don't know how to make notes, ma'am. I'm trying to make notes from geography NCERT, but
Okay.
I am writing whole
No.
NCERT.
That was I was about to come to you, that if you'll start making notes in the very first reading, no, you'll end up making another that book only on your notebook. For
Yes, ma'am.
example, if I ask you कि आप geography की, you'll start making notes, you'll end up making another geography की book. So of course, as you mentioned before, that okay, it's a step-by-step process, no, towards the
Yes,
preparation.
ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
that you need to work towards it. Like, it's not that in the first reading only you start making notes, because in the first reading, in journal life also, we in the first iteration, the first instance, we try to understand things,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Then we'll start making notes. So first get an idea of things, make yourself comfortable with the things, and then you will also be in position to understand, okay, what is important, what is not important. In the
Yes,
first
ma'am.
reading you won't be able to understand. In the first reading, to whatever you will read, you will be feeling everything is important.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you don't have a great understanding of syllabus yet, and
Yes, ma'am.
not even the pattern. We are not able to integrate what we are reading with the syllabus,
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? That we're there. So that we will be doing here. No need to worry about that. And what is your background, Anjani? Like, are you done with your graduation? Like,
Yes, ma'am. In 2024, I have graduated from Andhra University, ma'am. I done my BA LLB from Andhra University.
all right. And you're thinking of taking law as an optional subject also?
Yes, ma'am. Considering, ma'am, but many I have seen online like law is very good option to take, but average is
But very low.
260, ma'am. 260 marks is the average of
Okay.
law optional.
I know.
Mm.
And it's little lengthy also. So that's, you don't worry about the average and all. Think about your understanding, your interest towards it. So that we'll come to it later. Abhi to, of
Okay.
course, you have not decided, and we'll decide it for ourselves.
Okay.
And so you are full time into preparation right now, Anjani?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I have to say one thing, ma'am. Actually, recently we bought a house, ma'am. Its function, housewarming function, is on Feb 10, ma'am. So
Okay.
I will give some time for the preparation, ma'am, in between. But after
Mm-hmm.
that, I will give my whole time, ma'am.
Whole time. Okay. So that
Yes, ma'am.
till February 10th, you will be like not that
Uh,
consistently giving the
I
time.
will give, ma'am.
But,
I will give my time, but
mm.
after that, I will give my whole time, ma'am. Because some works are there, ma'am. I have
Yes,
to do.
yes, yes. I understand.
Okay.
Got it. So, okay, Anjali, it's okay. So I'll tell you, I've got an idea. We will be
Okay.
starting whatever you have covered, it's okay. But we will be starting from wherever you have covered. Also, we'll be starting from the beginning only, because ultimately you are also
Okay.
doing the NCERTs, and we will also
Yes,
be
ma'am.
starting from NCERTs to help
Okay,
you
ma'am.
understand what we are
Okay,
doing.
ma'am.
And yes, it's a step by step process. It's not a one day thing, or you know that it's a long
Yes,
time
ma'am.
thing. And
Yes,
then
ma'am.
we have steps. You have NCERTs, you have standard books, and then it comes the note making, mains ka note making. Then we, no, because
Yes,
by that
ma'am.
time you become comfortable with things. And then, so I'll tell you in brief about the course, Anjani, and
Okay,
then
ma'am.
we'll
Okay,
come
ma'am.
to the strategy and how I'll give you a broad plan, ki, okay, how we are going to go about it, and so that you
Okay,
get a
ma'am.
clear picture about it.
Okay, ma'am.
So the course you have joined is the foundation, Anjani,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
is you get a classroom program. It's like you will get
Yes,
classes,
ma'am.
right, for every subject. It's there.
Okay, ma'am.
So you will get the recordings, because foundation classes for 2025 are already going on. Next batch will be starting over in the next from May. You know? So till
Okay,
that
ma'am.
time, you will get the recordings of the previous lectures which are there. So it is good for you
Okay, ma'am.
also, because we will
Okay,
get
ma'am.
to watch recording, and we can manage things on according to us. So
Okay,
it's
ma'am.
kind of good. And then you foundation plus UAP is
Yes,
the thing,
ma'am.
right? So
Yes, ma'am.
UAP is a very comprehensive course. Foundation is that you get a classes. Along with that,
Okay,
there are
ma'am.
many other things that you will be getting. And the classrooms
Okay,
to
ma'am.
classes to hai. Plus you have in UAP there are major important things that you need to remember, and you need to understand that
Okay, ma'am.
you get a, of course, in first pillar is that you get a mentor. That I have been assigned to as a mentor now.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
will be connecting with you on a weekly basis to know the progress that you have
Okay,
done.
ma'am.
We will
Okay,
be
ma'am.
deciding a weekly target for ourselves. Okay, this
Okay,
week,
ma'am.
Anjali, we have to cover this. This is how we have to cover it. And then we will
Okay,
be
ma'am.
connecting on a weekly basis to know the progress that you have covered,
Okay,
done
ma'am.
in that.
Okay.
And then to discuss the next targets also on
Okay,
phone
ma'am.
call.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, that is where we every week we'll fix a day. For example, today's Monday, we'll fix a day, and then we'll be connecting on that basis, right?
Okay, ma'am.
And then the second is the groups that you have. You would have already joined some Telegram groups, Anjani. I think
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
you would have got some mail links.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
UAP group is there, foundation separate group is there, and then you have Samacha Manthan group is there. Hmm?
No, ma'am, I
So
didn't join the Samachar Manthan group, ma'am. Ma'am, once you share the links with me, ma'am, I will check it whether I joined it or
It
not.
is there on your, yes, it is there on the portal also, Anjani.
Okay,
There are
ma'am.
Telegram group links. If you'll log into your portal, no, prelims.civilsdaily.com,
Okay,
there
ma'am.
in the second folder only Telegram links that you are supposed to join. So
Ma'am,
you'll join that.
where can I find my foundation classes, ma'am, lectures?
On the portal, I'll tell you, on the portal only. Like
Okay, ma'am.
you'll have to when you log into prelims.civilsdaily.com website, no, there
Okay,
you'll
ma'am.
get everything. with respect
Okay,
to
ma'am.
things that we will be discussing also. No, so everything will be there.
Ma'am, is there
Some
any app,
PDFs are
ma'am?
there.
Is there any particular app, ma'am?
App is there, but it is better right now to for you'll get everything on the website only.
Okay,
Anjali.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so that is there, and the third thing is the groups. Is the test series. So the program that you have joined, as you know that there is no point of preparing without the test, without being in touch with the test environment also. So as
Okay,
and
ma'am.
when we'll be covering the syllabus, Anjani, you will be giving the test, and then you have a proper test series which covers prelims, mains test, and essay test also. So of course, with time we will be giving the test so that you stay in touch with the
Okay, ma'am.
kind of questions that you
Okay.
are supposed to attempt and all. So abhi till May you will be getting an access to a 2025 ka test series, and then from May,
Okay,
of
ma'am.
course, you know the new batch starts. So after prelims, so you will be getting the new test series. So it's good that you have an access to both the portals
Okay, ma'am.
right
Okay,
now.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so that is there. So a test series is there, which is a part, and then there is another important pillar of this program is a Samacha Manthan, as I was talking about.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
Samacha Manthan is you would have already watched some videos also.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
have gone through the syllabus. You know the importance of current affairs, right? How
Yes, ma'am.
infinite is it
No,
to
yes,
cover
ma'am.
it, to approach it? So so you don't need to worry about things that you have now. You have Samacha Manthan weekly current affairs classes. It's a weekly
Yes,
current
ma'am.
affairs classroom program where
Yes,
every
ma'am.
Saturday and Sunday you get a classes. Like on Sunday you get one class, on Saturday you get one class at around 11 a.m. where everything that has happened from UPSC perspective or mains perspective in the current affairs will be discussed in detail in those
Okay,
two
ma'am.
classes. So
Okay, ma'am.
whatever has happened in polity, economy, from polity, economy, science and tech, and IR environment, whatever has happened, we will be discussing in those classes.
Okay, ma'am.
And so along with the classes, you'll get the PDF also where all the
Okay,
topics
ma'am.
will be given in detail, right? And along with the PDF, you'll get after 1 or 2 days, you'll get the test also to
Okay,
write
ma'am.
5 questions from mains point of view and 20 to 25 questions from prelims point of view, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So I know initially it would be too much because you don't have a basic understanding of things, and Samacha Manthan mein they'll be discussing the current affairs. But initially and once you'll stay consistent with it, Anjani, you'll be able to at least understanding the topics that they are discussing. है ना?
Okay,
And
ma'am.
by that time, you just need to be consistent with it and understand what they're teaching. And if you're not able to understand things, then you can go through the PDF also, which is there
Okay.
to get a broader understanding. And then still you have Google to explore, and then you
Okay.
have me also to
Okay, ma'am.
understand.
Okay,
It
ma'am.
is just a matter of 1 or 2 weeks that you're not able to understand things because you're totally new to the
Yes,
subject.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Once we get along, we have covered the basic subjects here, basic things here, you will be able to understand things at a little advanced level also, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So Samacha Manthan is something that you need to be consistent with, and
Okay, ma'am.
and eventually after 1 or 2 weeks, once you are totally settled, you are comfortable with the approach, so we'll start making notes from the current affairs itself,
Okay, ma'am.
right? From the
Okay.
classes, because I know PDF is there, but it is very difficult for you to revise from the PDF. So
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is better to make your own short notes from the running
Okay.
notes from the classes, and
Okay,
then
ma'am.
add things whichever what is extra from the PDF, do the value
Okay,
addition
ma'am.
thing in the
Okay,
PDF
ma'am.
in your notes, and then attempt the test also.
Okay, ma'am.
You will get the recordings also on portal. After
Okay,
one or
ma'am.
2 days, you will get the recorded classes also if you're not able to watch live anyhow.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so this is going to the Samacha Manthan. If you'll see, no, Anjani, if you're going to be consistent with Samacha Manthan, so you will
Yes,
see
ma'am.
there are subjects like IART, science and tech environment, which are majorly current oriented,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So that portion will be covered from Samacha Manthan only, like the maximum
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
portion,
ma'am.
right? So, and otherwise also, if you'll start making your own notes, so in mains, you'll see there are many topics which are repetitive in nature.
Okay,
You know,
ma'am.
so that you will be able to, we don't need to make separate notes every time we read that topic.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Because, for example, India, US is in news right now. After two
Yes,
months
ma'am.
again, it will be in news. Then we don't
Yes,
need to
ma'am.
make separate notes. We'll just add the new dimension why it is in news
Yes, ma'am.
or some extra point if you have covered. So we need to cover we don't need to worry about the current affairs. We just need to be consistent with Samacha Manthan and
Yes,
make your short notes. Having
yes, ma'am.
said that, we will be doing everything in static alongside.
Yes, ma'am.
that is a separate thing. It's just that ki current affairs ka you don't need to worry. आपको बस ये करना है. Weekly you'll get things, and then apart from that you will get monthly atomic notes also. So
Okay, ma'am.
Samachar atomic notes are the prelims magazines, right? So
Okay, ma'am.
Samachar Manthan covers everything in the PDF with the mains perspective, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Although you have a, but then whatever from 4 weeks Samachar Manthan, the prelims perspective data or some facts is there, so that we compile and make an atomic notes separately.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So then at the end of month, atomic notes would be good for you to revise also along with that.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
So this is Samachar Manthan. And I hope you are clear with Samachar Manthan.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you'll get the link on the portal on those Telegram groups that is there of Samachar Manthan, right?
Okay, ma'am.
And then the recordings will be available on the website, which is there.
Yes, ma'am.
आपको
Yes,
मिल
ma'am.
जाएगी. You scroll it, right?
Yes,
And the
ma'am.
next last pillar of this program is the Dominate Prelims, which is totally prelims oriented crash course, which we
Yes, ma'am.
launch towards the prelims. For example, people who are appearing for 2025 prelims, they are
Yes, ma'am.
having this Dominate crash course where you have
Yes, ma'am.
prelims test series, you have prelims classes going on, you have
Yes,
current
ma'am.
affairs ki classes, you have everything about prelims which is there.
Yes, ma'am.
So that you will be getting. So you will be getting that program once next
Okay.
year, right?
Okay,
Once you're
ma'am.
approved.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that was whole about the program, Anjani, that you are
Yes, ma'am.
getting all the things
Yes,
that
ma'am.
you are going to access. Otherwise, also apart from that, there are many resources or the source that you will be getting, content that you will be getting. But there is no point spitting all the things in the on the very first call, because that will be very overwhelming for you also to take in. So as
Yes,
and
ma'am.
when we'll be moving with the syllabus, we'll be approaching the syllabus, I will tell you, okay, Anjani, this is the thing that you need to get from the portal. This is where it is. You need to
Yes,
cover
ma'am.
it from here. Right?
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
how we'll do.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
there is one thing. In the first call, I've told you the current affairs key sources, which are basic sources that you need to follow. And then, as you are already doing NCERTs, so
Yes,
of
ma'am.
course, our first step would be to make ourselves acquaintance with the subject,
Yes, ma'am.
right? First thing is that only. So you
Yes,
know
ma'am.
there are we have core subjects: polity, economy, geography, history. These are the
Yes, ma'am.
core subjects, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
we use which are important. So there are two subjects. There are NCERTs of the subjects which acts like a standard books. Like
Yes, ma'am.
geography and economy and geography and history are these books that will be helpful to throughout the period. These are
Yes,
like
ma'am.
a standard books only. There is
Yes, ma'am.
nothing extra that we need to
Yes,
cover.
ma'am.
It would be just value addition if you cover extra.
Yes,
Apart
ma'am.
from that, you have polity and economy, whose the subject which the NCERTs are there for these subjects will act like an introduction point to you for a
Okay,
subject. Like
yes,
it
ma'am.
will be
Okay,
a
ma'am.
basic clarity, it will like making you acquaintance with the subject, or it's like a preamble to the subject, no
Okay, ma'am.
introduction point. So
Okay, ma'am.
that these are subjects are important for these NCERTs are important for you to get a basic understanding of the subject, not in
Okay,
detail.
ma'am.
No need to memorize stuff. Just a basic understanding of the things would be helpful, because
Okay, ma'am.
everything you will be reading in detail in those standard books, next standard books. For example,
Yes, ma'am.
politics you have Lakshmikant, so
Yes, ma'am.
you'll be reading economy also. You have many other standard books that you will be reading, but
Okay, ma'am.
NCERTs would help you get a confidence
Yes, ma'am.
to start the standard book.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So that is how. So NCERTs are there, and here to help you understand the NCERTs better, you will get the annotated NCERTs also. Here.
Okay, ma'am.
Annotated NCERTs means that already the highlighting part is done for you. Whatever the
Yes, ma'am.
important things are there. For example, polity you will be reading. So and the PYQ mapping would be done. Okay, from
Okay,
this
ma'am.
chapter, these PYQs have already come up, so that you know, okay, I'm
Yes, ma'am.
reading this NCERT, how it is helpful for me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you don't need to do anything. You just have to go through it. आपको just need to understand the NCERT, read the download the book, the PDF which is there on your portal. आपको बस वो
Yes, ma'am.
पढ़ना है, और at the end of it you have the test also which is given there for
Okay, ma'am.
NCERTs.
Okay,
Right?
ma'am.
You have 11th NCERT test, 12th NCERT test. Polity की 2 NCERTs you need to cover: Indian
Okay, ma'am.
Constitution at Work and Political Theory. Indian
Yes, ma'am.
Constitution Work annotated one is given there. Just
Yes, ma'am.
download it and read it and give the test.
Okay, ma'am.
So we'll try कि by the time you are a little busy with respect to things, your personal chores. So we'll try to cover at least these two NCERTs, these two subjects NCERT, which is basic, so that will help you to have a basic understanding of because polity and economy are two core subjects, no? whose
ma'am.
basic understanding is very important for you to have to understand the current affairs also.
Okay,
है ना?
ma'am.
So we'll try to cover polity and economy by that time, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Plus geography. So you will get annotated one. जो भी
Yes, ma'am.
important NCERTs you need to cover, those are annotated and it is there on a portal,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So आज से you will start with the polity,
Okay,
the
ma'am.
NCERTs. And if you are already covering geography, if you feel, ma'am, I don't want to leave it in between, then we can take it simultaneously. But polities
Okay,
and economy are something we need to cover first.
okay, ma'am. Okay,
So
ma'am.
that you at least understand what is happening around the
Okay,
basic
ma'am.
things,
Okay, ma'am.
right? Get an idea. So
Yes, ma'am.
geography ki also fundamentals of physical geography NCERT which is there, that has been annotated. Already highlighted portion is there. So
Okay,
the
ma'am.
things that you were finding it difficult to cover कि okay ma'am कैसे करना है ये, I'm not able to make this to analyze what is important or not. That has already been done for you. So
Okay,
आपको
ma'am.
just need to just go it, log into portal and find the annotated NCERTs and then
Okay.
PDF and then start reading it. And at the end of the
Okay.
book, every NCERT test is there on a portal that
Okay,
will
ma'am.
end will. So this week, and then we
Okay.
will be coming to the standard books. We'll be covering the
Okay.
standard books. So we'll try to cover the core subjects of basic foundation phase in the 90 days,
Okay,
90 to
ma'am.
100 days. Yes, since you are a foundation student, Anjani, there is a one plus point that you have is that you will be getting the pre-foundation lectures also on your portal.
Okay. Okay,
So
ma'am.
what you can do, already NCERT's lectures have been you will be getting all the NCERT's lecture. तो
Yes,
आप
ma'am.
क्या कर सकते हो? You can watch those lectures directly
Okay,
and
ma'am.
read the PDF, read these NCERT side by side. For
Okay, ma'am.
example, for polity, you have 6 to 7 pre-foundation lectures. So आप
Okay.
you start watching it or you just read it first and then watch it. That will give you a lot of understanding.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll
Okay.
just go through the portal and see if you have gotten access to the things. I think you would have got access and the timetable and the classes which are there, and let me know and then we'll get to it. So this week,
Okay.
focus on polity,
Okay,
2
ma'am.
NCERTs, Indian Constitution Network and Political Theory, plus with the help of the pre-foundation lectures.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, that will be covering. Geography also,
Okay.
since it's a little conceptual subject, so you will be getting pre-foundation lectures.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Also is there like that.
Okay.
So you will be getting pre-foundation lectures to help you understand the NCERTs which are there,
Okay,
and then
okay,
you
ma'am.
will be starting with the standard books. So
Okay,
this
ma'am.
week we'll be covering Indian Constitution at Work and Political Theory. Just see
Okay,
if you
ma'am.
have gotten access to the portal and let me know.
Okay.
Where I'll talk to the team and I'll see
Okay, ma'am.
time, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
this is how, and then we'll start the standard books along with the classes that you have already on a portal.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So this is step by step things we'll be covering,
Okay,
right?
ma'am.
This is how.
Okay.
Yes. Any doubt with respect to the anything so far that we have discussed, Anjani?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Clear, ma'am.
Everything clear about the
Yes, ma'am.
program and the
Yes, ma'am.
things that how we are going to go?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So whatever time you get right now,
Yes, ma'am.
let's
Yes, ma'am.
start with it. And I think today is Monday. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, recording of Samachar Manthan would be uploaded on your portal
Okay, ma'am.
previous week. So
Okay, ma'am.
please have a look at it. Do watch
Yes,
it
ma'am.
so
Yes,
that
ma'am.
you can watch the live lecture next week, this week.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Before you watch the live lecture, no, I want you to get a basic understanding. You need to
Okay, ma'am.
understand the approach.
Okay, ma'am.
So that you do it. So right now, what you have to do is the first to join SM ka link group, which is the Samachar Manthan group. Need to
Yes,
join
ma'am.
it. Second is the annotated NCERTs, which
Okay,
are
ma'am.
there, plus the
Okay.
pre-foundation lectures. Start reading it in
Okay,
that.
ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Any doubt? Of course, I'll be connecting with you on weekly basis, right?
Okay,
But
ma'am.
any doubt you get in between, anything is there, do let me know.
Okay, ma'am.
Like,
Okay.
drop me a text. Let me know, ma'am, I want to connect, or there is something I want. It's okay. I'll deal with it, right?
Okay, through WhatsApp, ma'am.
Through WhatsApp, through Telegram, anywhere which is comfortable. It's there,
Okay, ma'am.
right?
Okay.
But all the Telegram groups, all the groups, official group would be on Telegram.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
No WhatsApp group is there, Anjani.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
So this is how we'll go, Anjani. Just be consistent and be
Okay, ma'am.
sincere.
Okay, ma'am.
Nothing more it takes to clear this exam apart from the perseverance which requires and the consistency and the sincerity,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So no, all the very best, Anjani. So
Okay.
just go through the portal and see if you have gotten access and let me know.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Anjani. All the very best. Have a good day.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.